charge in Kajiado court, and that he has also shown a draft copy of the charge sheet, which of course does not show that it has been received in Kajiado, but then that's why the judge has told him that by 11 a.m. this morning, he goes and confirms to the court as to whether the charges have been read. Right. But be it as it may, you can look at the charge sheet and it shows that this matter has been taken to court on the 6th of February. That is the day after the court had given its orders. So what we are saying is this. There were orders that were given on the 5th. And part of the orders were that Mr. Miguna should be presented in court, personally by the Inspector General and the Director of CID. This has not been done. He has not been produced in court. Therefore, the court orders have not been obeyed. This is the third time. And therefore, it's contempt 3 times in a row. The court needs to be able to put its foot down. Why? Orders are not being obeyed. We are being told that the Director of CID and the Inspector General have got a security meeting. That does not matter. Everybody's duty is to the court first and foremost before you do anything else. So even by the time they were preparing the charge sheet to take him to the 6th, to take him to court at Kajiado on the 6th, the orders were existing, and therefore it was not their duty to try and now beat those orders by trying to sneak him to court using another charge sheet. Orders must be obeyed first, and then come and tell the court that we intend to charge him today or wherever you want to charge him. They have taken him out of the jurisdiction of Nairobi. The offense allegedly occurred in Nairobi. What is the intention? Is this mischief? So quite clearly, the state is playing with the fundamental rights of an accused person or a suspect, as it is at the moment. So we will wait and hear what the court says, but we have made an application to the court that its orders will be taken lightly if it does not put its foot down.
How about the authenticity of that charge sheet? There are some issues that were brought out by Senior Counsel Hamina. How authentic is that draft charge sheet?
Yes, because they see they are still using the old system whereby we used to refer to the police in Kenya as the Kenya Police Service or the Kenya Police. But now, after the new constitution and all that, we are now called the National Police Service. If that charge sheet is supposed to be prepared by the National Police Service, then it is defective from the word go. It doesn't show the address. It doesn't show the witnesses. It is signed by an OCS, allegedly an OCS of Central Police Station, which is not supposed to be the case because all prosecutions are supposed to be started by the DPP. And if they are to be started by the DPP, then what should happen is if it's supposed to be by the DPP, then there's something totally wrong with the charge sheet from the word go. It's also indicating that it is a charge sheet from Central Police Station. That is also again different from the jurisdiction of where the offense occurred. Yes.
Lastly, maybe where is the Chief Justice in all this? I mean, Chief Justice be doing by now if it appears to be openly that the courts are not being respected?
Is at this particular moment that the Chief Justice needs to actually come and show us leadership. He needs to appear before and show that protect the judiciary. The orders given by the courts are not being obeyed anymore. So what happens? If they're not going to be obeyed by anyone anymore, then we are going to have a state of anarchy. So he needs to come forward and actually support the judiciary and indicate to the state that they actually need to obey laws. You see, in the absence of that kind of leadership, anything happens. He needs to re-emphasize that. He needs to reassure people that the judiciary is actually active, its orders are being obeyed, and it is not going to take things lightly anymore.
Lastly, the purple ribbon, what is it about?
Purple ribbon, this is in solidarity with Mr. Miguna. You will feel that his lawyers will actually put on this purple ribbon. You remember in Willie Kimani, in solidarity with Willie Kimani, all the lawyers put on the purple ribbon. Mr. Miguna is also a lawyer and a member of the Law Society of Kenya. So in solidarity as well, the lawyers decided also to put on this purple ribbon to be able to fight.
Very much. Thank you very much, Wakili, for your time. We are most grateful.
We have been able to confirm.
Perhaps there's just new information coming in. Yeah, and maybe you can update us on that.
Yeah, Counsel Mr. Osundwa, who we are appearing together in this matter for for Miguna, has been able to confirm that Mr. Miguna is actually not in Kajiado. So that allegation that was made in court that he was in Kajiado might actually not be accurate. So we will be able to find out that in a moment, and then we'll be able to update you and see. But if then that is true, that is not in Kajiado, then this court is going to be taken for a ride. And if it's going to be taken for a ride, then contempt proceedings must strictly be considered. Must strictly be considered. Somebody, what we call blood must spill or heads must roll. Somebody must suffer for that. It's reached a point whereby we can't take jokes, we can't entertain such rubbish. It is actually rubbish, isn't it? That's what.
Very well, thank you very much, Council. We're also joined by ODM National Chair, Honorable John Mbadi. Mheshimiwa, thank you for coming here. Politically speaking, we've heard from the legal side. What do you make of all this?
No. It's clear to me that the state does not want to produce Miguna. And therefore, it is the only one explanation that you have is that Miguna has been tortured. And that means that his life is in danger. Therefore, what we can do now as a people is to come out to the streets, all our supporters across the country, because enough is enough. We have given the legal process enough time to take its course. Therefore, now, as NASA supporters, as people who believe that Miguna stood for a cause, we must now leave the courts and go to the streets and show our displeasure that this is a country that is governed by law. And if the law breaks down, then the country breaks down. So where we have reached, the country has broken down. No one is respecting the law. The IG cannot produce Miguna. We are clear that Miguna was not taken to Kajiado. The charge sheet that was purportedly brought to court, I'm told, is very defective. And therefore
comes directly from our viewers. We would like to appeal for your help to NASA TV to boost and improve our standards. You can contribute directly to NASA TV by donating to
ODM Chair John Mbadi. Well, there you have it. We heard from Cliff Ombeta and Council. There are a lot of questions. There are a lot of questions that are arising out of this draft charge sheet that was presented here. Its authenticity, issues of jurisdiction. It's purportedly signed by officer in charge, Central Police Station, Nairobi. It is not clear why then he is supposedly to be charged in Kajiado outside jurisdiction. So keep it here as we let you know what transpires at 11 a.m. The State Council appearing for DPP is supposed to come and confirm what charges, if any, were preferred against Miguna and what plea as well, and is also going to make a ruling about contempt of court and any other matters around this application at 2 p.m. Reporting for NASA TV from the Milimani Law Courts, I am Maurice Ochieng.